Sakina Rajabali. I live in Dubai with my 2 kids and husband, and I work as a food photographer. Today I'm going to give you a recipe for a penne frittata. A little bit of background about the recipe. I got married when I was 18 years old, so very young. Don't ask me how old I am now. But I had not even boiled water before getting married. I lived a very sheltered life, never cooked, never been to the kitchen. And I grew up in Tanzania, and that's where my husband's from as well. So in Tanzania we have a local street food, and it's called zege, which essentially is a frittata, and it's full of eggs, it's got fries, it's got lots of vegetables inside. And I remember having moved to London with my husband, 2 weeks later, he asked me to make a zege. And I thought, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So I looked, into the fridge, saw what we had. There were no fries, but we had plenty of vegetables, and we had penne. And there you have it, a penne frittata was born, aka zege. For this penne frittata, you're going to need 300 grams of penne pasta, half a green pepper, 3 cloves of garlic, 2 spring onions, finely chopped, 50 grams of sun-dried tomatoes, thinly sliced, 2 types of cheese, 50 grams of Parmesan grated, and 100 grams of cheddar grated. You can substitute the cheese here for whatever type of cheese you want. And last but not least, 10 eggs beaten. Right, so the first thing you need to do is preheat the oven to 180 degrees centigrade. I use a cake tin to make this frittata. Just line the cake tin with a little bit of parchment paper, grease it, and set it aside. Then you get on to boiling your penne. Just get a large pot of salted water, put it to the boil. When the water's simmering away, pop your penne in and cook till al dente. Once you drain it, I like to just put a little bit of olive oil, just a couple of tablespoons, and toss it around. It just prevents the pasta from sticking. The next bit, you basically take a large pot, put all the ingredients inside, your green pepper, your chopped spring onions, all the cheeses, salt and pepper, your pasta, the sun-dried tomatoes, and you toss everything around so that it's all completely incorporated. And then you pour all of this into the cake tin. Now, an important tip here is to remember to press everything down in the cake tin. If you don't press it down, when you eventually turn over the frittata, it will fall apart. Before putting your frittata into the oven, I like to top it with a little bit more extra cheese. Put it into the middle rack in the oven, and you would then bake it for about 40 minutes. And by this time, your cheese should be nice and golden brown and bubbling on top. Once your frittata is out of the oven, use oven gloves and turn the frittata pie out onto a serving plate. I like to cut mine into wedges, and zege is traditionally served with like a side salad. In Tanzania, we serve it with something called kachumber, which is a mixture of onions and cabbage and vinegar, but you are free to serve it with any kind of salad you wish. I hope you guys really enjoy this take on a traditional Tanzanian zege. Enjoy!